You don't never know how to do my hair. Well, anyways, blessings. I'm trying to do my hair. It's supposed to do something, but it's thin, so it's just gonna go right back and shrink, right? Anyways, I've been posting these videos about this energy, right? Where it's supposed to. It starts in the beginning, and like in the beginning of your life, like the beginning of your human experience. It teaches you about envy and jealousy and how it begins and when it begins, in order to create a narrative, a storyline, just so that you can hopefully fall in line to the narrative that's created for you, right? It's like one of those storylines that you just slowly watch in a movie, but you just don't realize that it's something about you, where you know no matter the circumstance that's set in front of you, you know, it is a choice for you to choose when it comes to you by the situations, problems, issues set forth in front of you. It's like some people's experiences, life will always take us through some shit where not everybody's gonna experience it the same. Yet some people feel as though they can watch a movie and experience it with you and type shit. But hey, some people really do live for the handouts more so than actually live out loud, you know. But they'll be loud about the shit that they want to do to you because you do. It's like the one that really do it halfway, but don't want to do it all the way because they're more in fear of what people will say. They're more in fear of, the reaction of others more so than their own, more so than their own emotions, more so than their own, feelings. How their own merkaba will sense to the adventures or the experience of the same shit you do. But some people will try to take your experiences and try to make it seem like something's wrong with you, all because of the movies that they see, people that they listen to or whatever, right? But everybody's experiences ain't the same, and not everybody handles their struggles the same as you, type shit, right? But some people read books, some people go to school for those books, right? And some people write them, and some people experience them in order to write a book too. But just because you experience life, you can write a book about your experiences and shit, about your life and shit. You can do whatever, express your life. A motherfucker that feel as though that they sit at this ego, this arrogance, and this pride where it's misplaced on you. Because everybody has a stage, right? And you are on your own stage, but some people want to take your character and place themselves because they feel as though they know you more than you, because they read a book more than you. They went to school for the same things that you experienced, or they saw a movie or two. They sat in a couple of conferences, a couple of meetings. They know of a couple of people that they experienced the same experience or similar experience as you, but it's not you, type shit, right? It's like really putting on a uniform and posing for the picture, but never really going anywhere with it, right? But that's how some people really want to place the timeline, as to you never being anything, but never really being in your life to even know anything that you're actually doing, in order to continue the timeline for you to end up in the hospice where they're actually feeding you, but you never ate with them. You never sat at the table with them, right? You never actually broke bread with them, and actually for them to actually know that you're allergic to the bread that they was trying to feed you. The shit is crazy when it comes to the mentality of some, when it comes to the experiences of their own experience, when it comes to this human experience versus uh, the envy and jealousy of your own experiences of this human experience. It's like some people will try to not only create a scenario for them to actually thrive off of, but at the same time, not consistently be in your life to know what you thrive off of, but can take. Damn, this is where like the book teaching, the actual life teaching really differs, because I'm coming from both. I have professors tell me to go out there and actually learn from outside more so than actually stay in the books, type shit. And the same thing with my dad. I learn from the books and then learn from outside, but they coincide, right? But some will take the books more so than your experiences and lean more so on the books as experience more so than your experience, so that they feel as though that what they learn in the books is, there is more of a knowing and understanding of your experience than you understanding your experience that you experience. Tongue twister. But there are some people that sit by the ego, and arrogantly with pride to say that they know more than you, and they feel as though this is your timeline, and they will sit there and pose that timeline for anybody around. This is where the actual generational curses continue. The ones that want to continue with the handouts, the ones that want to continue with not doing for themselves more so than more doing for them. Those are the ones that will, man, those are the ones that will actually hire people to actually hit you for the monies that they put on you. That's the life insurance. That's the insurance, chaser. That's the one that will sit there and go to everybody to the darkest of alleys to make sure that those folks know that if you ever venture there, that you did something wrong to them way before you even venture over there type shit. All because they had a plan for you. They set the timeline from when they first met you type of shit. It's the weirdest of things. But anyways, what the most I got you. Yeah, it's like the energy of really setting a timeline for you where they don't really know you, but the creation of the life that they have for you will benefit them more so than actually growing with you. That's the whole truth of the matter, because you would have to actually grow out of your own envy and jealousy in order to actually grow with the one that you're envious and jealous of. But how does one do that? Until they face themselves. But what is it of themselves that they're actually envious and jealous of to really do some timeline shit for you to actually end up in hospice type shit? Yo, what type of energy is this? But the energy of the one that doesn't want to put in the same work as you, but want to take from you and are willing to do anything to make that happen, to really have you give to them by way of you being, yo, this is the one that really wants you to be force fed in a hospital bed. I'm getting out the energy. This shit is fucking, get a job, yo. The most I got you. Have a good one. Bye.